Hello! I hope you had a good Christmas and are all set for whatever 2021 is set to throw your way. I've had a few people ask me what my plans are for 2021, so I thought I would do a quick video just chatting about what's coming up because changes are afoot. And the first thing I'm going to tell you is that I'm about to take a little break. I'm going to probably not publish anything much on this channel in January, February, possibly March. We'll see how things go. I might put the occasional video up, but I wouldn't guarantee it, and certainly no regular content. I just feel that I need to take a little break. I've been doing this now for over 5 years, roughly doing one video a week, and I know you may mock that because my schedule has always been a bit erratic, but in 5 years I've done around 250 videos, and that does average out to about one a week, and I just feel that I want to have a little break. Also, normally my cruising video from autumn, or cruising videos from autumn would typically have lasted me up till Christmas, and then I'd fill January, February, March with stuff I'd shot in November, December and January, February. And because the cruising was so short earlier in the year, those videos went and gone a long time ago. So I've kind of not got any more, well, I've got a couple of bits, but I haven't really got anything in stock lined up. And so for that reason as well, I want to just take a step back. Now, I know some people will say, oh, just sit in your chair and talk about something or other, or talk about anything. And I'm just not really comfortable in doing that because I don't want to put videos up for the sake of putting up a video, for the sake of meeting a schedule. I only want to put things up where there is something to show or talk about, and I really don't want to get into the habit of just sitting myself down and going, right, well, it's coming up to Sunday, I better put a video out and it's just jibber jabber on about anything, because although I'm sure a handful of people might watch it, but it just wouldn't be good, and I wouldn't enjoy doing it. I wouldn't enjoy editing it. If my heart and soul aren't in it, then it is not good content. And that brings me onto the other aspect of the channel that is going to change in 2021, and that is, I think it is highly unlikely that I will take my own boat cruising this year. And this is for a couple of reasons. Firstly, of course, we have the ongoing pandemic situation. An awful lot of Britain is in tier 4 restrictions, which are very restrictive. I really can't see this clearing up, notwithstanding vaccines and things, anytime soon. Plus, and it's awkward to say this, it's very odd because I was very surprised to find it, but on both the cruises I did earlier in the year, the one I went down the Staffs and Worcester, and the one where I went up the River Trent, I have found that I have fallen out of love with cruising the boat. And I was very surprised to find this, and as I was going along on both those cruises, I kind of took stock and pulled myself up and thought, oh, hang on, am I enjoying this? And as I'm pottering along, I'm holding the tiller, and maybe the sun's shining, maybe it wasn't, but I was going along thinking, I'm not hating it, I'm not disliking it, but I'm not actually getting any joy from it anymore. And I was very surprised, and it was so surprising, which is why I kind of double-checked myself on a few occasions, but I just wasn't having fun cruising the boat anymore. And this did come as a bit of a surprise, and I don't know whether it's just because this year has been such a weird, globally depressing year. I've been a bit glum for various reasons as well, and I just think a whole combination of factors have meant that I have lost my joie de vivre and my spark. And this not only meant that I wasn't enjoying really the cruising, but I wasn't enjoying editing the videos so much. And I don't want to go into 2021 thinking, right, well, I've got to go cruising because I've got to make a video. It should be I've got to go cruising because I want to go cruising, and as a byproduct I make videos which are nice happy videos about cruising on the boat. I don't know whether it's just that I'm a bit and it's winter and everything's a bit whatever, But I think what I would prefer to do, let's spin this around, let's look to the positive, because what I would like to do is spend more time, but fewer videos, doing the videos where I went and took the camera and talked to people and did a story. For example, the day in the life of the coal boat. I love filming that one. It wasn't me cruising. I was on a boat, sure, but I was talking to the people and talking to the customers and doing a little mini documentary. It's also my most viewed video ever, so it clearly worked. Equally, my second most viewed video was the Lichfield Canal restoration, and I again did interviews, did a bit of drone footage, got lots of background shots, and I weaved it all together into a little story. So it was interesting to film, it was interesting to edit, had all these chunks of footage, and I had to sit there going, now how am I going to put these bits together? Shall I start with that one, and oh, that's a nice bit to end on, and then you kind of fiddle the bits in between and you work out a link from one to the other, and it's kind of fun. That's fun editing. Whereas the cruising videos, you just kind of stick them all down in order and say, and then I saw a duck, and then I went past a lock, and there are so many narrowboat channels now compared to when I started. I think when I started, there was only one other. It was Sort of Interesting, Dan. Just him and me doing narrowboat content, regular narrowboat content. And now there are hordes of narrowboat channels. There is a list of them on my website, which I will leave a link to in the video description below. And it's getting as long as your arm. It's practically the case that anyone who buys a narrowboat now puts a vlog out. So if you want cruising videos, you are spoiled for choice. There are hordes of all different styles, all different canals. So I don't feel that not doing my cruising videos is going to deprive anyone of the joy of seeing canal cruising. There's hordes out there now. But what I want to focus on is doing fewer, but more interesting to me, little mini documentary bits about aspects of canal life, like the Lichfield Canal restoration, like the day in the life of a fuel boat. More recently, the one I did about the wilderness trail boats, tiny little fiberglass boats in Wales. I really enjoyed making that video. I really enjoyed editing it. So I want to do more of those, but you cannot do those every week. They take a lot of time to set up, a lot of time. You have to go away and film them, and often I'll be in the middle of an edit. I'll go, oh, you know what this needs? It's a bit of this, and then I have to go and do another bit of filming to fill in a gap that I suddenly realise I need. So I would suggest I'll probably do, and don't hold me to this, about one video a month. I guess it may not be. And that would be from possibly April onwards, depending on the world situation, which obviously is out of my hands. So a slightly different look to the channel in 2021. First of all, little break, January, February, possibly March. I'm going to be just doing some other stuff. I may even get back to writing that book about the canals that I started and finished 18 months ago. I got halfway through it and I stopped. And it's not my tales of being on the boat. It was a kind of everything you've ever wanted to know about canals and narrowboats, like a really big version of my frequently asked questions page. And I was just brain dumping everything I could think of. But I got halfway through, and then filming the videos took over and I stopped. I may get back to doing that. So just a different approach for me really in 2021. We'll see what the year holds. I hope you will stick around, but obviously this may not be to your taste, in which case fine. Thank you for watching up till now. I hope 2021 will be good for all of us, and thank you for watching. Cheers now. Bye bye.